Okay, well, there is nothing better than a fresh melon on a hot summer day, but sometimes cutting them seems like more work than they're worth.
They really do. Sometimes I feel like I waste half the fruit, but I just can't get it off without taking any fingers. Well, I met up with produce professor Nick Conforti Jr. for a lesson on all things melons, including how to cut those suckers like a pro. Here's Nick schooling us on what's fresh. Walk me through picking the perfect melon.
Absolutely, and you're right, a lot of people don't know necessarily what they're looking for whenever they're choosing a melon.
Okay.
So if you pick it up and it feels like it's got a good weight to it, that's going to be a good sign, because what that means is it's going to be juicier because it has a higher water content.
Okay.
So that's going to be one big thing that you're going to look for. Another thing is always going to be color. With honeydew, you're going to look for a nice beige color.
Okay.
Not too much green. With honeydew, again, just a real light, mellow color to it, not overly green. Watermelon, same type of thing, deep green. And one thing many people don't know that you can look for is the lighter color on the bottom is where the watermelon rests on the ground. And if it doesn't have that lighter color, then that means it was probably picked too early. And so it's not going to ripen up all the way.
So that's a good thing. Because I might have thought that was a bad thing.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
That lighter underbelly is definitely going to be a good sign.
Okay, what about cantaloupe?
Cantaloupe, big thing, the mesh on it, you're going to want just a slightly raised mesh. Nothing too severe. Watch for bruising. Sometimes you can find some decay spots on it, just lighter spots that if you can press into it, then that's going to be a bad sign.
Okay, so this one's a little soft, so maybe it's not quite as good.
Right.
All right, so now we know how to pick one, but we need to know how to cut these bad boys
Absolutely.
too. Is there a method to the madness?
There is a method to
Okay.
the madness, and cutting is one of the big things people have a lot of problems with.
Right.
But,
you mean you don't just stick your knife in it and start carving?
That's one way to that's one way to do it, but not always the optimal. So start with your melon, lay it on its side, and you're going to take the knife and you're going to cut off the tops first. So now that you have a good base for it to rest on, and you have the tops cut off. So in order to get the most flesh out of it and just get the rind off, what you're going to do is just kind of make nice contoured cuts along the sides.
I always feel like, especially I eat a lot of cantaloupe, I always feel like I waste more of it
Exactly.
than
And
I
so
actually eat because I don't know how to cut it.
All you're losing there is a little bit of the
Hardly
rind. So you're going to do that for each,
So you just do that all the way around?
all the way around it.
Okay.
Whenever you're picking out fruit at the grocery store, get your hands on it, feel it, smell it. With melons, you're going to look for real sweet scent to it. If you can press on the ends of it, you're going to want a little bit of give where the blossom is, but not too much, but a little bit of give to where it bounces back.
Okay.
So a few more little cuts just to kind of finish it off. Depending on what size, shape, however you want it, there's a number of different ways to do it. I usually just kind of straight down the middle.
It's easy enough.
And so to get the seeds out, you can either, spoon is usually the easiest way, but you can also just kind of take the knife, carve around it.
Spoon's probably safer on your fingers.
Probably, yeah. And then go ahead and just cut it again. And depending on kind of the size and shape that you're wanting.
Just slice away.
Yep, slice away.
Melons. Just go to cncproduce.net to learn more about this homegrown company that's keeping things fresh all around Kansas City. Dave.